What's up, crypto gang? Welcome back to another episode. If you guys are new here, we do a giveaway at the beginning of every single episode, and today's winner is Alan Scarborough. Thanks so much for commenting on the previous video with your wallet address, Alan. I just sent you some crypto. On this episode, I go over 1x2COIN. It is a new decentralized payment system that is entirely focused on crypto sportbook and sports betting. Sportsbooks is like a technical term for bookie that is keeping track of all of the different bets that are taking place for a specific sporting event. In the past, I've covered a couple different masternodes that are focusing on betting, like in esports and things like that. As a quick disclaimer, this is not a sponsored review, but 1x2COIN is doing a campaign on Grow Your Base. And as I've done in the past, I've covered awesome projects that are launching campaigns on the Grow Your Base platform. So I'm gonna be putting the link to that in the description below so you guys can go give them love on some social media, share it around, sign up, give it a try, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But 1x2COIN is focusing primarily on the payment solution that is the on and off ramp. So they are allowing people to download Masternodes, support the network that has a pretty high ROI at the moment and decent volume. So I was excited to get my hands on one of the Masternodes. With all that being said, what I want to do in the video is just set up a Masternode, show you guys the process. I know you guys have seen it a lot in the past, where what we're going to do is go on Gentarium, which is a shared node service, very similar to your Gencoin, your Midas, and your Snode. And what we're going to do is we're going to download the Qt Core wallet, and we're going to go into the Masternode config file. We're going to add the snippet of code that Gentarium provides us with, and that lets them link together for the hosting process. So once we get that inputted into the Masternode config file, you can close your wallet, relaunch it, and you can send yourself a transaction that is the collateral. Without further ado, let's dive into my overview of their website as well as setting up the Masternode on Gentarium, and let's dive right into it. As you guys can see, right when you come to the website, they have this really slick, cool video, 1x2COIN here, and I just wanted to quickly show you guys this because this is really a very, very cool marketing tactic that I haven't really seen before, where it's like this extremely slick matrix looking like video. Also, a few of you guys have asked about my recent videos about sports betting, and part of the reason is because it is such a mega industry, and I'm glad that 1x2 goes over the industry size here. It makes up of 30 to 40% globally of the gambling market size, which is crazy to think about. That is a massive industry, 37.9 billion in the US, and it's constantly rising. So $37 billion is going into sports betting. Love the idea of Masternode supporting these types of networks. That's why I've been talking about it, and that's why you guys, I believe, is why you guys continuously send me these and tell me to go through these. So the purpose of 1x2 is to become one of the cryptocurrencies accepted in crypto sportsbooks as a payment option, deposit and withdraw. This is just phase one. So it's mainly like an on and off ramp for the sportsbook platforms, which is a little different than the ones that I've talked about in the past because it is the on and off ramp intended for the industry, lesser so of a platform, but it's mainly focused on the actual deposit and withdrawals of sportsbooks in crypto, which is a very powerful, and it's almost like providing the shovels needed during the gold rush type concept of the sports betting market. And I'm a big fan of using Masternodes, as you guys know, to support these types of networks, and on and off ramps, or anchors as they're called in the space, is a very, very key component to mass adoption. So the main goal is to serve cryptocurrency that is used by our partners worldwide, which accept cryptocurrency for transfer of funds. So there are different sportsbooks out there that accept different types of currencies all across the world. So it makes sense that that on and off ramp would be provided by something like a Masternode supported network, and very cool mission. Once we pop over to Gentarium, we will go to the coins page, just similar as before with the previous tutorials I've done. And we will type in 1x, and it will come up. Once we've typed in just 1x, it comes up as 365% ROI, required 1,000 1x2COIN. The price is about $100, hosted 150 nodes, and it's listed on 2 exchanges with their different social media and community down below. So we will install one of these Masternodes, and we're not doing shared, we're doing the full node. And I'm a big fan of doing the full instead of doing shared, but I like the option
of being able to invest partially in these masternodes. So we click install. Always important to remember that you have to have a balance on the hosting platforms that you're using. It is in their best interest to have that as their fee. Like, they need to know that you are on the platform and you're going to pay their tariffs or their fees. And on Gentarium, they call it a tariff, but it's just a fee, whether it's monthly or quarterly or daily. So what you're going to do is you're going to select the blockchain to run the masternode on, which is 1x2COIN. Your wallet must contain 1,000 1x2, which it does. And we are going to click next. You will select the tariff that you want to pay. I like doing daily. A lot of people prefer monthly, but I've been more interested in daily recently. So we're going to click daily, next. And this is the screen where you are going to go to your wallet. You're going to send yourself the collateral transaction. And from there, you're going to take that transaction ID where you have locked up your coins on your core wallet, and you're going to paste that here. And once you've done that, the output index is usually, I believe, 1, but the output index is pretty straightforward when you go through console, and you can see exactly what you need to be putting in there. It's pretty basic, but if you guys have any questions, you can just click show guide, and it will give you all of the instructions that you need to follow exactly down to the T as to what you need to do. And as I said before, show Masternode tab. If it's not showing, because I have had comments in the past about the Masternode tab not showing in a core wallet. So just keep in mind settings, options, wallet, and then you can show Masternode tab. But it will be on there for most of these projects. That it's pretty much the default is showing Masternode and all public masternodes, and then your masternodes with the aliases. So this is the step-by-step instructions of what you'll need to do. And like I said, the transaction ID is your collateral transaction. So I take 1,000 1x2 send it to myself, and then use that transaction ID after I go into transactions and double click on the transaction itself. I copy paste, put that in here. I find my output index and I name it, and I will name this 1x2 masternode. And I will go ahead and enter this in, and it will start up pretty quickly.
That is it for my overview of 1x2COIN setting up their masternode on Gentarium. And as I said before, they are doing a campaign on Grow Your Base, and a link to that is in the description below. A lot of you guys reached out to me about sports betting, and there's a lot of very passionate people about different projects in this space. I had no idea that sports betting was such a massive industry that is being disrupted right now by Masternode networks. When you're dealing with a large group of people that are passionate about one team or a couple different teams or a different sport, it makes sense that you're putting in this decentralized payment network. I'm really interested in where this space is gonna go. And you guys actually suggested sports betting for me in the comments on previous videos. You were interested in all the other options. And now I've gone through the vast majority of the top options out there based on your request. And that's one thing that I really want to keep doing on the channel. So if you guys are interested in learning more about the different Masternode networks that are out there supporting these really interesting kind of fringe industries, let me know in the comment section below. And that's it for this episode. I hope you guys like it. If you did, slap a like. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We've got some exciting new series coming out, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Hack Crypto.